What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to the Liverpool-Chelsea post-match analysis video. Like the video if you are happy that Liverpool are top of the league once again. And this was, I think, our hardest game in the run-in. Chelsea at Anfield. We haven't beaten Chelsea before this game since 2012. 8 games in a row where we played Chelsea at home and didn't win. So this is a massive, it's an absolutely huge, significant win. And Liverpool beat Chelsea, I think, deservedly, but there was a spell in the second half where Eden Hazard had 2 huge chances, and if both went in, he hit the post and Alisson saved. It could have easily been 2-2. But Liverpool were, in my opinion, the better team. We had much the bigger possession, more shots on target. Manchester City will feel massive pressure because Liverpool's next 2 fixtures are in the Premier League, Cardiff and Huddersfield. Huddersfield are already relegated and Cardiff almost relegated. On the other hand, Manchester City's next 2 Premier League games, Tottenham and Manchester United. And both teams, both Tottenham and Man United, need the points to catch the top 4, and both teams can hurt Manchester City. And also Man City will have a Champions League game against Tottenham as well, which they can't really rest because they can't rest anyone for that game, because Man City need to win by 2 goals against Tottenham. I really hope that they will feel the heat and feel the pressure, because this title race is, in my opinion, the best title race that the Premier League has ever seen. 2 teams who could finish on 98 and 97 points. That's just bonkers. Liverpool have 4 games left and we already have 85 points, and only once did we finish with a better points tally in our Premier League history. That was on 86 points, I think, under Rafa Benitez, if I'm not mistaken. But this is massive. Honestly, I'm so happy and so delighted, not only by the way that Liverpool played, but also how ruthless we were when we had that spell in the second half where we scored 2 goals in like 3 minutes. The Mohamed Salah goal, honestly, could win the goal of the season. So much for the people who are saying that Salah can't score or doesn't score in big games. This was Liverpool's biggest game of the season and he scored one of the most beautiful, most epic, most magical long shot goals into the top corner with his favorite left foot. And then his celebration, I have no idea what that was all about, but it was hilarious. And also I'm so happy for Mane, who keeps scoring goals. Mane has now 12 goals in his past like 14 games or something crazy like that. He's on a mad goal scoring run. And actually Salah is now the joint top scorer in the Premier League with Aguero, and Mane has 1 goal less. So Liverpool could end up with 2 players at the top of the top scorers chart in the Premier League, and also Liverpool could end up as the Premier League champions. But we have to stress that this is still in Manchester City's hands. If Man City win all their games, then Liverpool can't win the title. And honestly, if Man City win all their games, they deserve it. I think they will have a wobble. They already had a wobble against Tottenham. Actually, Tottenham beat Man City quite comfortably, and I think Man United will not want to give Manchester City the title on their own pitch, because that game will be, I think, the decider. I expect Manchester City to beat Tottenham, mainly because Tottenham, against the top 6 away from home, they have an abysmal record under Pochettino, and they don't usually play their best football. I hope I'm wrong, because Tottenham look a different team since they moved to their new stadium. They look very, very good. But it will be at the Etihad, and we know that how good Manchester City are. They beat Crystal Palace quite comfortably today with a Raheem Sterling brace. But Crystal Palace gave them a very nervy 10 minutes. When Crystal Palace scored through Milivojevic, what a free kick, by the way. After that, Man City were really nervous, and I think they will get nervous in the Tottenham game, in the Man United game, there will be spells where Manchester City will be on the back foot. At least that's what I expect, because I didn't really expect Crystal Palace to get anything out of Man City, but it was so disheartening to see the Crystal Palace players sit back and just let Manchester City play how they wanted. Tottenham and Man United won't allow that. So I'm really looking forward to those games, and this is honestly such a roller coaster of epic proportions. The title race is brilliant, and honestly this is probably an even better title race than the last time Liverpool were involved 5 years ago. Everybody, all the Liverpool fans had nightmares about, you know, that Liverpool-Chelsea game where the Gerrard mistake cost Liverpool the title that day. And I think this win banishes memories, and also it comes just a day or 2 days ahead of the Hillsborough anniversary, the 30-year anniversary, a huge anniversary for Liverpool Football Club, and it would be just a dream to win the title and dedicate the title to those 96 fans. And also, I think this was massive. I have to give credit to Chelsea fans who today observed the minute silence for the Hillsborough anniversary brilliantly. In previous years that didn't always happen. There were instances where Chelsea fans booed during the minute silence, but today I applaud the Chelsea fans. Huge credit to them. I mean, not huge credit, but that's what you expect to do as a football fan, but in previous years they haven't always done that, so I just wanted to mention it. And also, Liverpool's run-in is now much more favourable to Liverpool than it is for Man City, because Cardiff and Huddersfield, I actually expect us to win those games, and I expect us to win against Huddersfield by a big scoreline. And we have to talk about the goal difference. I don't think it will come down to goal difference, because if Man City drop points and Liverpool win all their games, we will be 1 point ahead of them at least. So I don't think it will come down to goal difference. But if by some strange reason Liverpool also drop points and Man City maybe lose, it could come down to goal difference. And then it will be, I think it will be down to, of course, if Man City lose to either Man United or Tottenham, do they lose by 2 or 3 goals? And also, can Liverpool beat Huddersfield and Cardiff by a big scoreline? I think the last 2 games against Newcastle and Wolves, it will be a lot more difficult than our next 2 games in the Premier League. I expect Liverpool to get to the Champions League semi-final, and that could also throw another spanner in the works, if you like, another complication, because Liverpool will probably come up against Barcelona. And Liverpool-Barcelona in the Champions League semi-finals, you can't rest players. And I just hope that Liverpool's squad will be big enough and deep enough to maintain this momentum and this tempo until the end of the season. It's going to be fascinating to watch. I'm really looking forward to it. But honestly, if Liverpool play Barcelona in the Champions League semi-finals, that will take a lot of energy out of the legs. But also I expect Man City to knock out Tottenham, and then Man City will play Juventus probably in the Champions League semi-finals, and also that will take a lot out of the Man City squad. This is where Manchester City have an advantage in my opinion, because Man City have a much bigger squad and a much deeper squad than Liverpool. Don't get me wrong, this Liverpool squad is brilliant, but it's not on the level of Man City, where they can field 2 completely different starting 11s, and probably both teams would challenge for the Premier League title. On the other hand, Liverpool, I'm not sure if they can do that, but I think Jurgen Klopp rotated the team very well. We rested Wijnaldum and Milner today, and also Origi got a good rest. The only worry and the only downside for Liverpool is that Jordan Henderson was in agony in the second half. He had to get substituted, Milner came on, and I'm just hoping and praying that Henderson doesn't get a long injury, because it would be heartbreaking for Henderson. He could lift the Premier League title as a captain, and if he's out for just 4 weeks, his season is over. And Henderson is a huge player for Liverpool's midfield. So that's the biggest worry for me at the moment. Will Henderson get back fit in time, at least for the last 2 games, Newcastle and Wolves, because I think we need Henderson in those games. But let me know, how do you see the title race unfolding? And I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Have a nice day. See you later, guys. Goodbye.